Well, we know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in the press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington Mystics game. This happened on national.
The Chicago Sky are back in the headlines, but not because of a buzzer beater, a game-winning shot, or a viral highlight. This time, the spotlight is on sideline chaos, and at the center of it all is Angel Reese, a player who's been collecting accolades faster than rebounds, gracing the cover of NBA 2K26, stealing post-game interviews, and becoming the face of a franchise. But leadership? That's one thing you can't Photoshop. And what happened on July 9, 2025, was a stark reminder that raw talent without control can sink a team faster than any losing streak.
The referees blew every whistle. Like, I'm not joking. There was one play where Angel Reese dribbled backwards. She backed into Aaliyah Edwards and tripped over her own feet and got free throws. The free throws that led to this happening were unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's clipboard, walking over and slapping a coach's clipboard. And by the way, if this was Caitlin Clark, you just know they'd be calling out her anger.
In the dying seconds of a tense 81-79 loss to the Washington Mystics, with the game tied at 77 and just 29.9 seconds left on the clock, Reese lost her composure in a way no coach or teammate could defend. She stormed off the court and in full view of cameras, fans, and her stunned teammates, she slapped a clipboard straight out of the hands of N. Crosby, the team's VP of basketball operations and head of strength and conditioning. It wasn't just frustration. It was a meltdown in HD.
A lot of people are picking up on is when she is walking over to the bench and she slaps the clipboard out of her coach's hand. And you guys, my honest reaction to this when I first saw it, I was just laughing. It's kind of like the reaction that you're seeing from me right here. I wouldn't look into this too hard. I know it's already become controversial because they're like, oh, if another player did this, there would be think pieces written about it.
This wasn't an accidental shove or a heat of the moment bump. This was deliberate, calculated, disrespectful. A decision made in front of millions, showcasing not just poor judgment but a concerning lack of discipline from someone expected to lead by example. And it couldn't have come at a worse time.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Barbie? The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided to give her.
Reese was just announced as the cover athlete for NBA 2K26. A recognition usually reserved for those who embody excellence, sportsmanship, and team-first mentality. But when the moment came to actually lead, she couldn't keep it together for 30 seconds. And let's be real, this isn't the first red flag.
It was wild, all right? It was wild. I mean, tempers were flying. This was an all-out rivalry, man, all right? I mean, even Angel Reese was pissed at this moment. Look at this. Pissed. All right? Pissed. This was close to the end of the game. 29 seconds left. Game tied. Game on the line. And I think she was called for it.
All season long, Angel Reese has found herself at the center of controversy. Whether it's taking jabs at Caitlin Clark online, blaming referees every other game, or pushing the narrative that she's the misunderstood underdog. But it's starting to wear thin. What once felt like a fiery competitor now feels like someone more concerned with the cameras than the culture of winning.
You guys, Angel Reese had a great game. She had 22 points, 15 rebounds. There were some questionable calls from the referees on both ends of the floor during this game against the Washington Mystics, and they ended up losing by 2 points at the end of the game. And so she's a competitor. Love or hate Angel Reese, she's a competitor. She's a fierce competitor. And I feel like this was just a moment where her frustrations got the best of her. Hopefully, later on, I'm sure she'll probably see this on social media and she'll go up to her coach and be like, my bad, coach. That was not cool of me. I shouldn't have slapped the clipboard.
This latest incident is just another act in the ongoing saga of what's starting to feel less like a team effort and more like the Angel Reese show. And fans are beginning to notice. The reactions weren't mixed. They were loud. Disappointed. Frustrated. Some blamed the coaching staff. Others pointed fingers at the front office. But most were left wondering.
Here Austin at 13 free throws. Angel Reese at 15. Angel at 15 free throws. Last couple of possessions to go. Kiki Riafen is standing with her hands up. Angel Reese just flings herself backwards into Kiki Riafen. Down 2 to draw the foul.
How does something like this happen without immediate consequences? After the incident, Reese jumped on social media, posting a casual, "They were pissing me off," brushing off the meltdown like it was just another emotional moment. But there was no apology. No accountability. Just another half-baked excuse in a growing list of them. And here's where things get complicated.
Angel always talks about being willing to do whatever dirty work is necessary. Did you see that today? Did you see a performance that in terms of the timeliness and the types of plays that she made, it went beyond the stat sheet?
Yeah, I think that's who Angel is in the best way. I think that that's what her skill set allows her to be. That we shouldn't just look at her as a rebounder or just as a scorer. There's so many different things that she can do on a court that helps a team win. And even though shots weren't falling for her tonight, she had 5 assists. She had huge rebounds down the stretch. And that's the kind of versatility that we see in her, and she's embraced it so far.
Tyler Marsh, the Sky's rookie head coach, is caught in the middle of a storm he didn't create but now has to weather. Marsh isn't some unknown figure. He's a winner. He's coached at multiple levels, learned under legends like Nick Nurse, Becky Hammon, and Rick Carlisle. He's built his reputation on player development, emotional intelligence, and building locker room culture. That's exactly why he was hired.
Angel Reese said that she was done being polite. She was done being humble. "I'm done being silent. The Bayou Barbie is mad, mad, mad. And Barbie is about to start clapping back at the haters." To her credit, Angel Reese said what she meant and meant what she...
The front office believed he could bring structure, professionalism, and long-term vision. But all that goes out the window if your star player disrespects the chain of command, and you do nothing about it. Because here's the truth. The hard part of coaching isn't drawing up plays or making rotations.
It's just something with the Chicago Sky team. Like, they are not doing well this season. I think that is evident. It doesn't look like they are going to make playoffs. And this was just a moment of frustration at the end of the game. It is funny, though, when you play the clip over and over. This was a warranted crash out. Like, we can give Angel Reese a pass.
The hard part is managing personalities, setting boundaries, making the tough calls when egos start to outweigh effort. When Angel Reese slapped that clipboard, the entire franchise hit a crossroads. Was this a team built around accountability, or was it built around enabling star power at the cost of everything else? Marsh now faces the toughest test of his young coaching career, not on the court, but in the locker room. The message he sends in the coming days will define his era. Will he demand respect and enforce discipline? Or will he allow dysfunction to fester behind closed doors until the team loses its identity altogether? Because make no mistake, championship teams don't operate like this. They're built on trust, unity, and professionalism. If you're passionate about real basketball talk, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share with fellow fans, because your support keeps the game alive.